Many teenagers are as concerned as their parents with the public's conception of today's youth. These students are portraying what we consider bad taste in school attire and behavior. This student is wearing an ankle bracelet, dungarees, and dropped earrings. This student is wearing an extremely tight skirt and tight sweater. Open shirts, black jackets, dungarees are mentioned in the code as not proper school attire. This group is our ideal of the proper school attire and social behaviors of the Hicksville Junior High students.
An entertainer is really a force to be reckoned with socially, right? So let's put him in the Army, calm this boy down. Chuck, in jail.
Chuck went through a lot of things like white girls, taking girls across the border. In that era, if you were busted behind things like that, it was thumbs down.
A little trouble at the border, you know. Conveniently, Buddy went down.
I guess I was probably the last one to talk to Buddy, because I said, Buddy, I got a registered letter to the post office my mother sent to Fargo. Would you pick it up for me? And he said, yeah. He said, I need some identification. Let me have your driver's license. So I said, here, take my wallet. So he just stuck my wallet in his pocket, you know. So when the plane was found the next morning, they found 4 bodies and 5 identifications.
Stars Richie Valens, J.P. the Big Bopper Richardson, and Buddy Holly died today with their pilot in the crash of a chartered plane. Following an appearance before 1,000 fans at Clear Lake last night, they chartered a plane at the Mason City Airport.
It's a sad thing, because I think he would have gone on to be a big influence in music, you know, which he was already. But it's a sad thing. Phil went to Lubbock. I couldn't go. I didn't bring myself to go. I think I went and stayed in a room for a while.
Jerry Lee, whoops, she's 14.
Well, the papers reported that you were greeted with silence over there and with catcalls from the audience. Is that right?
Well, I can't agree with them there, sir. Our audience was very nice and very good.
Were you there, Mrs. Lewis?
I was there, but I wasn't at the show.
Oh, you weren't at the show. Did you notice anything like that sort of reception?
No, it was very good reception, I thought.
When were you married?
Pardon?
When were you married?
Well, we leave our personal questions out of this, sir.
All right. Well, good luck.
They're all gone. That is my theory on that early period there. Was it just suddenly, like, got too wild, calmed down, and taken over by businessmen?
Songwriters, for the most part, were given an assignment. Go into your garret and write a hit. Crank it out. Write it for this man or this woman or this group. It was a manufacturing process, and some of the best lyrics and some of the most reflective lyrics came out of that period.
I remember the first time I walked into supposedly called the Brill Building. It was 1650 Broadway. Al Nevins and Don Kershaw had just opened the office, and when we knocked at the door, they said, I'm sorry, we're in conference. Come back an hour later. I think the conference was about how they were going to pay their rent. And there was little cubicles. We all had pianos. We were all in competition with each other. And you could actually hear in the next room some of the sounds coming through. So all of the songs started to sound alike. Will You Love Me Tomorrow sounded a little like Locomotion, sounded a little like Happy Birthday, Sweet 16. And at the end of the day, we would all go into Al's piano. He had a red piano. And we would play the songs that we finished that day. And we were in competition with each other. Whoever had the best song would get a Righteous Brothers record.
The Brill Building, and it was like, this was again, a couple of guys from Orange County. I mean, we're dumb and stupid and young, and we want to have a beer once in a while. I mean, but that was an interesting deal to go into that building, and these were cubby holes. I mean, all those little cubby holes with Neil Sedaka and Carole King and Barry and Cynthia, and we, you know, we shook hands with a few of them, met them a few times, and it was like, how are they doing this? Because it's just great hit after hit after hit.
Love and Feeling, but you have to understand, before it was released, we didn't think there was a chance in hell that that was going to be a hit record. It was way too long. It was like a four-minute record.
Even the producer, Jack Good, wouldn't allow us to do it. He thought it was too slow for...
He didn't think it was a hit either.
He didn't think... He finally let us do it when it reached number 4 in the nation. He finally, remember that? He finally let us...
Says, yeah, guys, I think it's going to be a hit for you. Today, to find a hit song or a song that you know, sounds like it's a hit that you want to go record is really, really, really very tough to do. And I guess Spector turned us on to the Brill building.
Talent #1, best of any producer I've ever met. More imagination. He's a great songwriter. He's a great arranger. Great engineer, great producer. He knows exactly what he wants. And he doesn't stop until he gets it. Never compromises, never. He totally dominated the artist. With a very, very strong attitude. It had to be his way or there was no way. But like I say, this is what it may have to take. I don't know how close, genius and eccentric go together. And I feel that Philip was, and I can't say whether he still is, because the business has changed so drastically, but Philip was a music genius.
So darling,